Welcome to our discussion on Tokyo's most enchanting sacred spots this spring. The city truly transforms when cherry blossoms mingle with centuries-old tradition.
I'm really excited. There's so much magic in Tokyo during spring, right?
Absolutely. Now, Tokyo offers these spellbinding sights where you wander through a corridor of historical wonder. It's like, you approach a towering wooden structure, and you might ask, is this, a Shinto shrine or a Buddhist temple?
Yeah, and that's key. I mean, the look of the gateway really gives it away, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you see that iconic Torii gate, you're stepping into a Shinto shrine, homes to the kami, those spiritual essences. Think Meiji Jingu or Nezu Shrine.
Right, and then when you pass through a large roofed wooden gate, a Sanmon, you're in a Buddhist temple. Temples like Sensoji or Zojoji really capture that essence, don't they?
Oh, totally. The distinction really shapes your visit. And it's not just about the architecture, it's how you interact. If you're at a shrine, the guidelines are bow twice, then loudly clap your hands twice and bow again. Whereas at a temple, you just place your hands together quietly in front of your chest, bow, and respect the ambiance.
That's a neat ritual. It's so interesting how these little gestures can deepen your experience at these venerable locations.
Right, and it goes deeper. Japan's two main religions, Shintoism and Buddhism, have coexisted peacefully for centuries. Historically, they even merged in many ways, but now their spaces are distinct.
That's fascinating, how they can be intertwined yet so separate. It really mirrors Tokyo itself, blending the old with the ultra-modern.
Exactly. And speaking of blending, one of the coolest parts about these journeys is picking up a Goshuin. You know, the hand-drawn calligraphy seal that's a keepsake proving your visit. This spring, you can even get special sakura or azalea designs that are like mini works of art.
Those are absolute treasures. I guess it's like collecting a tangible memory of a spiritual moment.
For sure. And now there's a modern twist too. Many of these revered shrines and temples now accept digital payments or credit cards for buying omamori, or for getting your hands on a Goshuin.
Wait, but isn't there still that tradition of offering coins into the offering box?
Yes, exactly. Even though digital payments are on the rise, it's still wise to keep a few 100 yen or 500 yen coins for the real offerings because it, preserves part of the tactile tradition.
I appreciate that blend of the ancient and the modern. It gives you a real sense of continuity.
You got it. And, apart from the daytime allure, Tokyo's sacred spots offer a whole other magical dimension at night. Imagine historical sites like Chidorigafuchi and Ueno Park glowing amid soft night illuminations, with blossoms gently lit against the dark sky.
Yeah, that's like stepping into a dreamscape. The contrast of ancient architecture with these glowing flowers is nothing short of breathtaking.
Absolutely. In the quiet of the night, the experience is not just about photos, it's about soaking in an atmosphere that feels almost otherworldly.
It's really an escape from the hustle of daytime crowds too.
Right on. And with over-tourism being such a topic in 2026, visitors are encouraged to fully appreciate the history and, proper etiquette while visiting these spots. It's not just about capturing that perfect Instagram shot, but truly respecting the culture.
Definitely. And a little bit of cultural education goes a long way, especially when you're navigating spaces that have centuries of meaning.
Speaking of navigating, let's dive into practical hacks for spring. For example, if you find yourself sneezing uncontrollably because of cedar and cypress pollen, common during Tokyo's spring, you should, head to a local drugstore like Matsumoto Kiyoshi.
That's really useful. It's like having a little survival kit for your travels, huh?
Exactly. And don't forget layering up. While daytime temperatures can grab a comfy 20 degrees Celsius, they often drop to around 10 degrees Celsius after sunset. So packing a light jacket or a heat-retaining, inner layer is key if you're planning to see night illuminations.
I can definitely see that. You wouldn't want to be caught off guard by Tokyo's evening chill.
Yeah, it's all about being prepared. A nifty transit tip, too. New rail connections and transit apps like Japan Transit make hopping from historical sites in Asakusa to trendy Harajuku super fast, especially with digital IC cards or Apple Pay.
Absolutely, technology is really smoothing out the travel experience without taking away from the authentic vibe.
Now, I do have a little critique to toss in here. While I appreciate the modern conveniences, some argue that over-reliance on digital payments might erode the traditional ritual of coin offerings that carry deep cultural symbolism.
That's a fair point. I mean, the tactile act of throwing coins into an offering box does have a certain ritual charm.
Exactly. And it's a delicate balance between embracing modernity and, preserving the authenticity of age-old practices. It might even be a conversation starter among locals and visitors.
Yeah. That respectful debate really shows that change, while inevitable, should honor the past.
Precisely. And coming back to the spiritual side, every visit to these spaces becomes richer when you follow the right customs. Like, don't accidentally start clapping in a Buddhist temple. That little slip can really disrupt the serene ambiance.
I can only imagine. Knowing the right way to pray definitely transforms a simple visit into a soulful experience.
Yes, it's like a ritual dance. Bow to show respect, then use your hands as appropriate. Always mindful of the space's energy and the many centuries of tradition embedded in its walls.
And that energy is felt in every corner, especially when you're standing beneath a grand Torii or before a majestic temple door.
Right. It really elevates the whole travel experience from merely sightseeing to, engaging with the spirit of Tokyo. And with millions of travelers flocking here in 2026, having this insight makes the journey not just memorable, but genuinely respectful.
And I love how it marries the sensory experience of visual wonder with the deeper cultural respect.
So whether you're marveling at illuminated shrines at night, collecting a beautifully crafted Goshuin, or simply wandering through history under a canopy of blossoms, remember that every step in Tokyo's sacred spaces is a journey into a living tradition.
Absolutely. And for anyone exploring Tokyo this spring, it's all about balancing those modern hacks with reverence for the deep cultural roots. You really get to experience the city in a whole new, enchanted light.